I'm back, aka Eileen Littlecroft. Additional information about this show, arts, crafts, and everything in between, and the Little Crafter Show, which is on YouTube. Additional information can be found on my website, eileenlittlecrafter.com. Alrighty, guys. So, I just want to wish my condolences, my love, my support to Florida. The gun violence that happened there, and I'm really sorry for what has happened. And I'm hoping and praying with all of our voices, all of us uniting and saying to lawmakers, we need to keep our children safe from gun violence. So I'm urging you to contact your lawmakers, write, email, petition, and just, let our voices be heard. This gun violence needs to stop. Gun violence in particular just needs to stop, whether it's from adults to children. I just don't understand. Like, it just makes especially when I couldn't even hear the stories. Like, it's just so unfair. And Florida, we stand with you. That's all I can say at this moment, because it's just unbearable. Anyway, guys, the reason why I have been MIA for the last couple of weeks is just some personal things had came up, and then unfortunately I got sick, and so it's just been grueling. I'm still I feel like still getting over it. I got hit with a double whammy, folks. Like, seriously, like a sinus infection and a stomach bug. So yeah, I'm like, oh, really? Not nice. So anyway, guys, so it's just been kind of kooky, and I'm back. I wanted to do this. It's so funny. Before anything, I had started feeling a little unill, and just life just got a little cray-cray. But anyways, I had started the list, and the list, believe it or not, is already on the blog. I just haven't posted yet. So, but anyway, so let's get down to what am I calling this show. I even had a 2018 winter anime. See, there you go. I'm like awesomely prepared today. It took me only 2 weeks to get it right. Anyway, so I'm gonna go through the list, kind of give you a little previews of what anime that I'm watching. And I hope that you guys have, if you guys have any anime that you're watching during this time, I definitely would love to hear from you. I'm going to be excluding, Amazon Prime and Netflix. I'm probably going to do a separate show on that. I may do like a movie / anime that I'm watching on there, because there's a bunch of good movies over there. And with our shows not coming back for, I guess like the winter stuff, winter break, and I guess due to the Olympics. I think that's what it is. I think it's because of the Olympics. Coffee. I haven't had coffee in a while. I did try, but it didn't agree with my stomach. So I'm gonna try it again. Let's see how this goes. All right, a little too much TMI over there. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. So, that's what I'll do. I'm going to put together like a little list and of that. And then, but today we're going to be doing Crunchyroll, Funimation, and Hulu for anime. Alrighty. So, as you guys know, I was watching Garo the Vanishing Line. This is their second season. Basically, it's about supernatural knights that fight, I guess what they call horrors that basically consume souls that are down on their luck, that will basically, be bribed in some way, but then it turns out that they're the ones that are benefiting it, all of it. Like the humans get something out of it, but at the end, the deal always goes sour. So, and that could be found on Crunchyroll and Funimation. The Outcasts. I didn't realize it was coming back. I thought maybe it was going to come back in the summertime, but woo, it came back. The Outcast basically is about a young man who is just finding out that his grandfather was like this really super big baddie. Not baddie, I don't want to say bad mamma jamma, and he had these techniques, and he was part of a group, and he separated himself and got through this whole identity. The outsiders basically are human, but they have like special abilities, and he's just basically finding out about himself and what he can do in terms of his abilities. His grandfather taught him a few things, but told him always never to use it. And unless 100% you really, really had to, but he was always taught, don't use it, don't use it, don't use it. And then he meets this group that basically is trying to protect him because now people want his special ability. They think that he's the heir to something, some type of special ability within him. And now, at this point, the second season, he's gone through all that, and he's also met this mysterious girl named Ho Ho or Hoo Hoo. I always get her name mixed up. She basically is like this super weird outsider who is super strong, and she's lived forever, and she has no memory of herself. So it's really interesting about that one, about her character. And so at this point, and if you hear the noise in the background, I'm sorry. This was supposed to be the only quiet place I can have right about now. So at this point, she basically has no memories, but she's a heck of a fighter. And there's a lot of little twists and turns. At this point, the second season is all about a tournament that he's supposed to be participating in, and they're fighting at this point for head of some type of group. And so that's where they left off. I can't, and that is on Crunchyroll. The Ancient Mariner's Bride, I cannot say enough about it. Visually, it's stunning. Every episode gets better and better. It's just one of those animes that you don't want to end. It's like, I wish it was like a Naruto. Like, that's how good it is. Like, it's just the drawings, the stunning, and it's just amazing. Okay, whew. So basically, right at this point, it has a bunch of different characters, but the two main characters are mariners, like Elias and Chise. Chise basically was a young woman who grew up knowing she had abilities. Her mother had the abilities. I think her father did, but not 100%. I'm sure. The best way to describe her abilities is like the queen bee. And she exudes all these awesome magical pheromones of sorts. And what happens is, it's just that these creatures, good and bad, want to help her, and they always sometimes ends up in a bad thing. And so it kind of led, to a lot of things. Her mother apparently committed suicide. Her father and brother, her father just left, and he took his son with him. That's the word. And then the mother went crazy and decided that she was going to try and kill herself, but then she was going to kill Chise, but then she just decided to go kill herself. And it was a really hard scene to watch. So Chise was passed around a lot, didn't really care about herself. And at one point she was going to try and kill herself. And then she gets sold into this market. And so after she gets bought from Elias, who basically doesn't know where he came from, and got lucky, through people helping him find himself. Now they begin their journey together, and it's a really stunning, good story. Kind of makes you laugh. It's just really, really cool and just an amazing thing. Darling that's on Crunchyroll and on Funimation. Funimation, you can hear it in English, FYI. Darling in the Franxx, I think Franxx. That is kind of a weird thing. This is like a post-apocalypse thing where children are mass produced of some sort, and they are in an orphanage, and they are not given any names. They're given numbers, And so the main character basically, it turns out that he can't operate these. They're basically kept for defending the world against some creatures that came over, and the main character at this point, it's kind of weird because the way they have them in the machines is a little risque. The girls are like bent over and they're holding on to a bar, and the guys are sitting in the back. So it kind of looks risque. And so if you guys are not, comfortable with that, I'm going to let you guys know first before I get anywhere into that. Once you get over that, and so I wouldn't recommend this for younger viewers. It does have a good storyline. I need to just point that out because I don't want people to say, hey, you recommended this anime and why are they sitting in this position? They look like they're, being intimate with one another. No. They're fully clothed. They have a uniform on, but it does look very risque, and it just may be a little hard for some people to watch, and maybe possibly shouldn't be watching. So I just will give that heads up right about now. I almost forgot about that one. So like I was saying, the main character is basically, he is having trouble. He cannot operate the system. His partner and him were going to be sent away. Something happened. This girl who I don't like, they haven't really explained about her. Like, she's half, like, I don't know if she was a part of an experiment or something. So it's really weird. And they live like in these little bubble cities, or what, I guess because the earth is like under attack or whatever. Anyway, so basically he pilots with this I guess like half breed, and he's able to pilot this particular machine, Furfex, and yeah, so that's basically the journey as of now, and it could be found on Crunchyroll, Funimation, and Hulu. Katana Maidens is a really cute story. It's about little young ladies who fight. I know, right? Wah! Dangerous. Danger. No, actually, they are fighting these creatures that basically was passed down through I guess it was a generation curse, and they are trying to, fight the wrong, but it turns out the head may not be the head of the Katana Maidens. Their family may be infiltrated by the baddies, and now the two main characters are trying to fight that wrong from not only from the outside of, like the everyday, bumping into creatures of that sort, and now from the inside. So that's a really good one. That one is on Crunchyroll and Funimation. D.Gray-man. Woo! Nelly. Okay, guys. So here's the ticket with this one. If you don't have nothing to watch, okay, fine. I would say if you watch all the episodes, and if you haven't watched The Hollow, then go watch it. But don't watch The Hollow. Just skip The Hollow and just go to season 4 or season 3. Because The Hollow kind of doesn't fit. I think if you read about it, it was just supposed to be like a separate kind of movie of sorts. I don't know. Like, it doesn't really fit per se. But if you want to watch The Hollow, then go ahead. It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of weird in some sense. But I mean, it does kind of fit, but it doesn't. It's like, I don't know. So maybe if you watch season 1 and 2, then The Hollow, then season 3, then maybe it might make sense. But yeah, so anyways. Because I thought The Hollow was like a season 3, but no, it turns out that it's not a season 3. It's like a separate kind of entity within itself, within D.Gray-man. Basically, D.Gray-man is about Alan Walker, who was a young child. He got basically from a young age, they knew that he was going to be the 14th that basically, from the Noah clan. Basically, it's all about like biblical stuff. It's basically about the Noah clan, the Noah, like Noah's Ark type deal. That basically hasn't, I guess, like forgiven God for the flood or whatever the case may be. And so that they fight the Noah clan with innocence, and they fight the Akuma, who are unclean souls that, you know, gave into their, you know, I guess, desires of sorts. Alan basically had that happen to him with his guardian and Walker. I forgot what his name, but Mana Walker. And he has never forgiven himself. He almost got taken, and he also gets this type of eye of sorts. It's a really, really long story. It's one of my favorite stories, and it only can, well, actually, it can be found on Funimation. Funimation is carrying all of their episodes, and they're doing season 4. Season 4, I'll let you know ahead of time right now. Kind of season 4 basically is now they're on the Ark, and they're trying to get out and get rid of the Earl. Millennium? The Earl. Okay, that's what I'll call him. Hulu has seasons 1 and 2 and The Hollow. Crunchyroll looks like it just has seasons 1 and 2 and The Hollow, I think. It was a little confusing. So, with that being said, the last on my list, I've waited, I don't know, 20 years for this one. We are finally getting the second season of a season of, I think this is maybe, I don't know if this is the second season or whatever, but we're finally getting a new season of Cardcaptor Sakura. This one is called Clear Card. Oh my god, that one can be found on Crunchyroll, Funimation, and Hulu. Holy camoli. I am just so super stinking excited. I have watched when it first came out. I was probably already like older, but I'm gonna have to say that when I first saw it, it interested me about cards or whatever. And at first I wasn't like really happy with it, certain things. And then as I started watching it, I was like, I mean, it's not half bad. Okay. So I watched, you know, on Channel 11, I think it was, here in New York. And, or was it Channel 5? I can't remember. Anyway, so I watched it. Then all of a sudden it disappeared. I watched, finally got my hands on all of the, in the Japanese version, which I just, you know, fell in love with. And then, you know, we find out that, you know, Sharon actually has feelings with Sakura. He has to go back, and she is continuing her life in Japan, and they go in their separate ways. Well, now he's back, and they're in middle school, and they are, well, she is now fighting a new battle with some clear cards, and the cards suddenly just disappear, and, like, not disappear, but just turn clear, like glass. And now there's, like, this new strange entity going around, you know, that comes in her dreams and stuff, and now she's building up some type of new clear cards, and she has a new wand of sorts called the dream staff or dream wand. So it's really interesting, and everybody's pretty much back. The voices are definitely different, whether you watch it in the English version or the, you know, the Japanese version. The voices are definitely different, but I love the premise of the story, and I'm trying to overlook it because I kind of have like a nostalgia, like what in my head they're supposed to sound like. But I'm still loving it, and I'm super excited that it's back. So those are my anime that I'm watching for 2018 winter anime. If you guys are watching something else, I would definitely love to hear from you, and definitely leave them in the comments down below. And tell me which one on your list are you interested in watching, you know, if you haven't already watched. So that is that. Now, I also wanted to say, I have some birthday announcements, that I had to put off because of my illness. First off, we have Mr. Dez, who was in the beginning of the month. Happy birthday, my son. Oh my goodness, I still can't believe he's 14 years old. Holy camoly. Like, ah! Alrighty. Second birthday up was my niece, Reese. Happy birthday, Reese. Then we have my mom, Nydia. My stepmom, Nydia. Happy birthday, mom. And then we have Miss Sophia the first. Well, her name is just Sophia. So I like to call her Sophia the first. Anyways, happy birthday, Sophia. She turns 1. And then we have my sister Lorraine. Happy birthday. Her birthday's not coming up yet, but I figured I would give her a huge shout out now. Happy birthday, Lorraine. Love you. And all right, so his birthday is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be anywhere near during a podcast, but I figured I'll give a huge shout out right now to my better half, David San Jose. Happy birthday, my love. His birthday is March 1st. So I figured let me get that out of the way. And I think Lorraine's birthday, I'll probably have done another podcast, but I figured let me throw that in. But anyway, so happy birthday, honey. Happy birthday, Lorraine. And if it was your birthday anytime this month, happy birthday to you as well. I hope that you guys had an awesome Valentine's Day. If you didn't celebrate Valentine's Day, I hope that you had an awesome day anyways. I want to thank David for my awesome gift. I got a sprocket holder. And we were getting the film for the sprocket, which I got for myself, and got a good deal on it. That's why I was like, can't wait for this. I know I'm crazy, right? So anyway, David had got me some film, and then he was gonna, I kind of been using it for my memory keeping, the Mammy memory keeper. And I was going to do a comparison video, the sprocket with the Pickett. I was going to do like which one I like, why, and this and the third, the price and all that good stuff, And apparently the Pickett film is no longer available. So if you guys know anything about that, I would definitely love to hear from you guys. I'm definitely going to have to hunt for that because I really, really want to do that video. Anyways, so there's also a bunch of videos I've been filming up here, and I had done some videos previously, but like I said, because I wasn't feeling all that great, I actually, kind of just let them, figured I'll get to them when I can. So I actually have put them up already. So go if you guys want to see more videos. I'll put my link to my video channel below, and all these lists for these anime, I definitely will have a blog post, and I'll put the link down below as well. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. And again, I would love to hear from you. Which anime are you watching? And which one out of this list are you excited to watch? If you guys are listening to this on YouTube, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If wherever you guys are listening to from, please don't forget to hit that kind of heart star, any type of like button. That would be really appreciated, letting me know that you have enjoyed this podcast. And I'll be doing more soon. Alrighty, guys, thank you for listening. And I hope that you have an awesome day and an awesome weekend. Bye for now. Oh, wait. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Or, see, I'm out of practice. Or you can always email me at EileenTheLittleCrafter.com. And now, bye for now. Have an awesome weekend. See you next week.